Hey folks, Rob Rychek here. In this video, I'll show you how stealing lines off records from my favorite players helped me to improve the way I play, and most importantly, to develop my own sense of phrasing and style when building lines, and how you can too benefit from this approach by changing the way you practice. Alright, welcome to my channel, and let's get started. For this lesson, I'll be soloing over a major 1-4-5 chord progression in the key of C, with all three chords being dominant 7th chords, which is a very common structure found in the blues and rock music. Dominant 7th chords are major chords with the addition of the flat 7. In the key of C, these are the chords we'll be soloing over. C7 as our 1 chord, F7 as our 4, and G7 as our 5 chord. So now that we established our chord progression, the cool thing about this type of progression is that my approach to soloing can vary for each chord. Meaning, for example, over the C7 chord, my most obvious choices will be C major pentatonic and arpeggio, C minor pentatonic, and the blues scale, a mix of both major and minor, and of course our C mixolydian scale. And I would probably approach the other two chords fairly the same way. There are other ways to approach soloing over these chord changes. Like for example, if I treat my 1 chord as a secondary dominant resolving to the 4, so I would alter the 1 to resolve to the 4. And that kind of approach will open up way more possibilities for me. And I'm actually doing that a few times throughout this solo, but I'll keep this subject to a future video. Alright, check it out. Alright, by the way, you can find a full transcription of the solo that I just played over at my brand new Patreon page. I'll leave a link on the description below so you can check it out for yourself. You can also download this very same backing track over there so you can jam along to it. I've got many other lessons up on my Patreon page, and by becoming a member, it helps me tremendously to keep this channel going too. So thank you. Though I wanted to show you a couple lines here, with the first one being this lick I play over the 5 chord, and it outlines perfectly a G9 chord. And it goes like this. I'll play it again. What I love about this line is that it's got passing notes and string skipping. And the way I like to play this one is by using a hybrid picking technique, which makes it easier to execute it. This one is heavily influenced by one of my favorite players, Carl Verheyen. Hey, if you go through this video and you find any value from this lesson, please give this video a like and consider subscribing. It really helps to support me and the channel, but it also allows more people to see this video. I really appreciate that. Now, back to the lesson. This next line I want to show you takes advantage of the whammy bar, something that is really present on my playing. You've probably noticed that by now. I use the whammy bar not only for me to get a vibrato effect, but also to get to other notes while staying on the same note I'm fretting. This is such a simple lick, and yet so melodic and expressive in my opinion. And this one is definitely influenced by two of my all-time favorites, Beck and Scott Henderson, of course. I really love this one. Hey, if you made it this far into the video, I really appreciate that. Let me know in the comments below how you go about transcribing lines and if you even do that at all. I'd love to know your thoughts. I really think transcribing and stealing lines off records is a really valuable tool. But what's most important about this is how you incorporate these lines into your own playing style. I guess ultimately, we don't want to sound like a copy of other players, but instead try and develop your own identity as a player. All right, that's it for this one, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.